What's up, guys? It's Royal. I'm just going to do a little station tour for you guys. We'll go over all the stations in Los Santos and some of the fleet. So right now we're at the Mission Rest Station. Generally not used that much since we have Davis and Rockford. But when you come in, you got the front lobby. Just, civilians can come, ring the bell, request an officer, get some help with whatever they need. You take a right, puts you kind of out here in the bullpen, you could say. In the bullpen, we have the reception desk. In case someone rings the bell, you can come in here as an officer, help them out with whatever they need. Just a couple desks. You can get your paperwork done if you don't just do it in your car. You have the captain's office. And then over here, you just have a break room. You can come in here, hang out, do whatever you need. Captain's office. I mean, it's not much, but hey, at least you get one. We're here to the archives room, records, stuff like that. Before we move too on, I'll get this part out of the way. You have your public information room, or your press room. Press briefings, stuff like that, news releases can go out in here. And here you've got your locker room. Not much, pretty simple, but that's all you need. Over here, this leads back to your bathroom, press room, shower room, stuff like that. Your forensics lab. Detectives can use this if they're investigating a crime. And here you got your armory. Make sure you get your weapons, stuff like that. Make sure everything's working properly. If you have a shooting, you can change it out in there. Got a little briefing room for SWAT operations, stuff like that. Right back here we have our shooting range. This is used typically during cadet trainings and stuff like that. Maybe SWAT trainings and other things that require certifications for different weapons. We'll go upstairs. The second you get up here, you have a little meeting room. This is where we'll do our mission row briefings. Plenty of table space for you to just hang out, plenty of standing room for the supervisors. Another little break room over here. And then a training room. You can come in here, do your class work if you're a cadet or training for a secondary division. You come in here, you have your little dispatch center. Dispatchers can come in here if they don't want to use their main building. Typically they're out of their main building. I don't really think they use that room over there. And then we'll head up here, which if you're air unit certified, you'll come up here and you can launch the helicopter from the roof pad. That's pretty much it up here. And then we'll head all the way down. Wrong stairwell. I'll also put you down here, right next to the parking garage. And then if you come straight this way, you'll get put into a little corridor here. You have an evidence room, and a little evidence cage. And here you have all your interrogation stuff. Observation, you can come in here, see the interrogation going down, record it. And here, interrogation, bring your suspects and your questioning people in there. And then you have an observation 2 and observation, or interrogation. Then you have your lineup right in here. It's either on this side. It's on the other side where you can go in and be on the other side of that two-way mirror. You got your cells, mugshot room, processing, so you can sign in property, stuff like that. And maybe I was wrong, but that's pretty much the gist of the station. And then you come in here, you have your parking garage, and then right out here just leads you out to the parking lot, stuff like that. Alright, now we're here at the Rockford station. If you watch Ocean or any of the firefighting, anyone at SAF or SAEMS, you'll know that they have the Rockford fire station as well. So you come in here, kind of just got your intro, your front desk, reception, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll go this way. This one is actually our biggest station, if I'm not mistaken. You have your armory right here. Just a little office here. Nothing too big. A little side entrance, some lockers off to the side. Just a secondary entry if you're working armory that day or something. Or there's no working armory, you have to go get your weapons yourself. We'll head up to the next floor. Second floor, just a desk work area. You've got desks over here, a lot of them. Get your paperwork done. Little locker room for you to get dressed instead of getting dressed next to a side door. Then you come over this way, just another entrance to your locker room. Leads out to this hallway. Restrooms, if I'm not mistaken, this one's a restroom too. And then straight through here, you have a little office. And then coming in here, just a break room. Or technically it's the captain's office. But don't tell Matt Zach I use his office as a break room because he has a pool table. Why does Matt Zach have a pool table? I have no clue. But the next floor is going to be the third floor, which will take us out. You got this little hallway here. You have a break room right at the end. Nothing too big, nothing too special. You have our briefing room. Massive briefing room. It's actually really good if we have a lot of people on. Supervisors can stand and sit at the front. This hallway here, we'll talk about it here in a minute. The chief's office, right next to the briefing room. Sadly, Chief Pitt does not have a pool table. Then you've got just a little balcony. Straight across there is the fire department side.
You're looking good.
And then we'll go back in here. We'll talk about this hallway. This hallway actually leads straight across. If we run all the way over here, it'll actually put you, this is the skywalk that goes across the road, obviously, but it'll put us right here, and now we're in the state courthouse, or I can't remember the exact name for it, but it's where all of our governors and high class people in this world can have their offices. And then we'll go this way. I almost went to the balcony again. Go up again, and it'll put you on the roof. Just another little place for you to launch your air support if you're closer to Vinewood or here. And then we run all the way down the stairs. If you're watching someone's stream or someone's videos, this staircase is a bit tricky. People will disappear. And then we're on the ground floor. So down here, you have another little exit way there that we'll cover in just a second. Back this way, you've got evidence room, little observation room, interrogation, and then you go back here and you have your processing, so your mug shots, fingerprints, stuff like that. And then back over here, this is where we have our cells. And then we will go back this way. This will put you out in your garage. And then this is that hallway that we were seeing earlier. It's just a secondary way to get inside. There's another stairwell door and just some offices to do your work in. If we run over here, the really cool part about this station is City Hall is the name I was trying to think of for the other building. But we have City Hall over there, and then we actually share this building with the fire department. And so that'll lead us right in there if they need us for something or we need them for something. And then we've got this really big, cool parking area where law enforcement, fire, and City Hall workers or employees can park their vehicles down here. And then if we go right out these garage doors, it'll put us right outside at the front gate. Alright, and to my knowledge, this is our last station with an actual interior, an actual MLO. This is the station down here on the pier, the Del Perro police station. If you walk inside here, you have your reception desk, nothing too big, nothing too fancy. Little wall of memorial. Armory entrance door. This armory, they kind of have the same layout, but if you have to come in here for some reason, you can. Off this way, you have our cells and interrogation rooms. So interrogation, observation. And if you go over here, we have the interrogation room. Pretty nice, pretty simple. I really like the layout and design of the station. And you have your detention cells. I mean, it's a smaller station, kind of like a substation, so it's not too big. There's not too many cells. Generally, if you see it, we'll operate out of Rockford or Mission Row, which I was wrong. This is not our last station. We have one more. We have Davis PD. And then if you lead out here, it's just a little back door. It'll lead you outside. And we'll jump over this wall. Come over here. It'll put you back inside, right at the reception desk. And then if you walk straight through this door, you're back where you were. I really like this station. It may be small, but I like the color scheme. I like the design of it and everything. Alright, now we're here at Davis PD. Davis has to be one of my absolute favorite stations for one reason, and that's that if you know anything about me, I'm a massive Batman fan. So if you walk in here, it looks just like Gotham. It is super cool, super amazing. You have your reception desk here, a little door so you can work reception if you need to. If you walk up here, you have a secondary desk area. You can sit up here and work, and then you have your records or archives. Our holding cells, if for some reason you have a women's cell and a men's cell. You have desks out here in the middle to work. You have what was in Gotham as the captain's office. You know, just a simple little desk space so you can work. And then over here you have a secondary office, just a smaller little get your work done and get out little area. And then on the other side it's just the same thing, just a smaller little office. Sergeants or lieutenants can use that. Up here, this is where we do our briefings here. It's just a nice little space to hang out. Stand up here. It'd be really cool if you could see out of those windows. And you come down here, and the little desk space at the end of the balcony there. And we'll run right down here. Alright, down here you have an observation room. Really nice, really simple, just like our other ones. You don't need much for an observation or interrogation room. And you have some more men and women cells back here. You have a restroom right down here. And if we run back this way, this is just your mugshot room. Come in here, get your mugshots done, get out. And then right through these doors, you have armory evidence. I think that's the armory, yeah. You have your armory right in there, and then you have your forensic science lab. Really cool, really simple. Then you have your locker room. And from your locker room, you can go this way to a shower, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's a shower on this side as well. Yeah. So you have a little couple showers for you guys to use. And then you come out here, and you just go past what we just went over. And then you run just right through here, and you're back up at the main area. This station's really cool, one of my favorite stations to work out of. And then you come out here, and you're just right in the back parking lot. So, that's it for our stations, but I'm going to go get some vehicles set up, and we'll go over the fleet that we have for now. Alright, so the first vehicle we'll go over that the LSMPD has is the 18 Charger. There's a couple different variations. So right here you just have your Charger with the light bar on top, simple, sleek, really nice. The plate on this one, I don't have it set up right, but you'll see it on the other two when I go over them in just a second. Like the slick top here, the license plate says MPD November 105. The reason for that, we break Los Santos into two divisions, so we'll have our north and our south officers. Our north will cover up towards Vinewood, Mirror Park, Rockford, areas like that. They'll operate out of the Rockford station. And then our south units, which on the Ghosted Charger, as you can see, it says Sierra 104. It'll just show you who's working where, because our south officers will cover Davis, Mission Row, the airport, and part of the beach, and then north will cover the other half of the city. It's a very simple, very modest design. I like our livery. And then next we'll go to the probably Tahoes and SUVs. Alright, now we're back with all of the SUVs. So as you can see here, this is our 18 Tahoe. Really nice, really simple. This one has a light bar on it. And then we'll move to our 21 Tahoe. One thing you'll notice about all of our vehicles is that none of them have push bars. So the LSMPD we typically do not pursue unless you are a pretty violent person or we have felonious charges on you. So we generally don't pit people. Now if we have to, will we? Yes. It'll result in more damage to the vehicle, but as long as the suspect is stopped, vehicle damage really isn't a worry to us. So those are both of our 18 Durangos, and then right over here we have our 20 Explorers, I want to say. I could be wrong about that. I'm not really an Explorer guy myself. I prefer the Durangos. We have both a slick top and a hard top version of the Durango and the Explorer. And then right over here, you'll see this one's different. This is our K9 unit. So if you're certified in K9, you can use this. And there is a couple vehicles I'm forgetting here that I'll pull out towards the end. It is our 16 Explorers. But that's pretty much our SUVs besides those two. So next we'll move to our trucks. We have a couple of those. Alright, now we're back with our trucks. So we have two Fords and one Silverado. So as you can see here, we have the Ford, the 2020 Ford 2500, I believe is what it is. Or F2, yes, the Ford 2500. I'm not sure if it's the F250. I don't know. I really despise Ford, in my personal opinion. So that's pretty much our normal pickup, and then we have a K9 vehicle. And as you can see, all of our K9 vehicles have ram bars on the front. Now that's not because we're going to throw a K9 unit up at the front to pit maneuver a vehicle, not at all. It's because the extra safety, it gives you a little more precautionary advice when you're chasing a suspect and you happen to be primary. And then over here you have our 2500 Silverado, I think is what it is. Like I said, I'm not a big Chevy or Ford guy. I'm a Dodge guy myself. So they're pretty simple, pretty laxed. I like the way all of our vehicles look. They're all really useful in their own ways, whether you have a traffic event that you're doing traffic control for, or there's snow or insufficient weather. I mean, these are all very, very useful. Alright, so now we're back with our Ford Taurus sedans. So the Ford Taurus, We have 2 canine vehicles and 1 normal marked patrol unit. So this is our canine unit. It's got the cage in the back specifically made for the dog, and then all your normal patrol gear. Our canine unit is slick top for the Taurus. It has the ram bar on the front. Very nice, very sleek. I personally love running the Taurus when I'm running canine. It's just a nice vehicle that I didn't get to drive when I was in county. And then you move over, and this is our unmarked canine Taurus. It's really nice. This is our canine commander's vehicle, LT, if you know who I'm talking about when I mention her. It's a very nice car. I've driven it once and then messed around with it a couple times out of RP, but it's really nice. It's really fun to drive. And then you have our normal marked patrol unit. Again, it's just a really nice, I love the Ford Taurus. It's a really nice, really sleek car. You don't see it a lot anymore on the roads, so I'm happy that we have it in SAF. It gives you a really nice perspective of it. The designs on all of our vehicles go really nice, and I'm really proud and happy with our devs for giving the chief and the LSMPD what they wanted. So now we're going to move on to some vehicles that I necessarily can't drive after we go over the Explorer. Alright, so now that we've got the Explorers in, this is the 16 utility. It comes with a slick top model for patrol and a hard top. Again, not many differences within our vehicles. They all look fairly the same, obviously, besides vehicle design by the maker. But that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, I don't really like Ford. I don't prefer Ford, if that makes sense, but I'm happy with it. I love the way our devs work on this, and I love the way they work with the department command to give them what they want, and I'm really happy with our department for picking a livery like this. It's very simple, very sleek. And I mean, overall, it just looks really good on the vehicles. Alright, so we'll go to the last couple vehicles that I can go over. As of right now, I don't have our boats or helicopters. But this is our little SWAT fleet. As of right now, I'm not currently in SWAT, but hopefully someday I will be. But you have our little SWAT Bearcat with the stairs. It's really cool, really dope. I love the way it looks. Obviously, you can use this if you have a barricaded suspect, or you need elevation. Heavily armored, it's got the little ram on the front here. It looks really cool. Then you have our rescue. Oh, why do we have a rescue? I don't know. It's for our chemical biohazard response unit. I'm not sure of the exact name, the exact name, but if you need it, you have it. I mean, yeah, SAF civs give us really, really cool, really different scenes, sometimes involving, as you know, dangerous substances. So we have this to respond with. It looks really nice. And you have our Gurkha. Oh my god, this thing is amazing. Actually really friggin' cool. I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen this and just want to drive it so bad. And then you have our little utility truck. The utility truck has a really cool feature. So as you can see, just like the rescue, it says CBRNE, which is, I believe, is the chemical biohazard response something something. I think, I'm not exactly sure, but it's really cool, and it has a really cool feature that we'll go over. So the outside, as you can see, looks really cool. The inside, very detailed. And then right here on the corner, it has the in memory of A. Lee Imbus and Jay Wilson, who were two really cool SAF members. Two really good guys. Then you have our Raptor. The Raptor, very sleek, very cool, used for quick deployments, I'm assuming. Like I said, I'm not currently in SWAT, hopefully someday, but it's cool. I'll give them that. They use it as a little paddy wagon. You can see it's got the little paddy wagon on here. And then you have the SWAT Tahoe, again, rapid deployment, very, very cool. But as of right now, that's all the fleet that I have access to, guys. It looks really cool. Let me know what you think of the fleet down in the comments. Yeah, and we'll catch you guys next time.